Hello everyone and welcome to the Kiki London YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and in today's video we have another new launch. I'm really excited to share this one with you. This is the new reflective top coat. So I think this one is going to be especially popular if you love the sparkles. It's going to be brilliant in winter and Christmas nails. So I've been really excited to share this one with you. Now, if you are familiar with the reflective glitter gel polish range, you might kind of have a rough idea how this works, but with reflective products they look slightly different under different lights. So here you can see I've dimmed my recording light and I have the flashlight on my phone recording, and you can see it picks up the glitter particles a lot differently and it just gives off this most beautiful mesmerizing look. So this is really brilliant because in certain lights the sparkles will look quite subtle, and then in other lights they will look full on wow, which I absolutely love. Now we're going to come in and swatch this over a couple of different colors, and then I'm also going to do a set on myself so you can see the product in action a little bit more. So I'm taking my Kiki London Swatch File. The Swatch File comes with this stand and the tips and then panels that go into the file, and then we're just going to swatch a couple of different shades. So I started off with Classic Black, which is from the Hema Free range, and then I'm going to go in with a Charcoal Grey. I wanted to kind of do a bit of a mix of shades, but of course the reflective particles I feel as though they suit darker shades a little bit more than lighter shades, but of course you could pop this over any color of your choice. So I tried to put a variety of colors down. I did also do this on my own nails when I first received it over Nudini, which is the new light cream shade from Kiki London, and it looked amazing over that color as well. So it definitely will work over whichever shade of your choice. So we done Stone Blue, and then I'm going to come in with Royalty, and Divine Kiss has been very popular at the moment, so I thought we would see how it would look over this, because like I said, I think this will give off really nice Christmas vibes, and of course red is very popular at Christmas. So I've done one coat of all of these colors. We're going to pop them in to cure for 30 seconds, and then we're going to come in and do a quick second coat, keeping our coats of color nice and thin, especially on the darker shades like Classic Black. You want to make sure that you are applying your highly pigmented shades super thin so that you don't have any wrinkling or curing issues. I absolutely love this one for winter, by the way, Charcoal Grey. I think it matches beautifully with Stone Blue, which is the shade next to it as well. Just gives off the sort of late autumn, early winter vibes if you're not wanting to go for a classic blue set of nails. So I'm trying to fly through these swatches as quick as possible. I have sped up the video so that we can jump straight in to top coating with that new reflective top coat, but I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to do it over a couple of different shades so we can sort of get a feel of what kind of vibes that the reflective top coat is going to give off. I really loved it over Royalty, by the way. I thought it looked quite unique. Now you could also top coat this over, you could also use this top coat over glitter as well. So you could apply your glitter gel polish same as you would, and then add the reflective top coat over the top, and that would give you the ultimate sparkly look. That's definitely something I'm going to try and show you guys in a video. So we've popped them in for their second cure, and now we're ready to go in and try out the reflective top coat. So I'm going to swatch the first two, I'm going to top coat the first two nails with my normal light so you can kind of see how it goes on, and then we're going to switch to dimming down my recording light and switching to the flashlight on my camera just so you can see the reflective particles. Now it goes on absolutely beautiful for a glitter top coat because the glitter particles that are in this are super fine. It applies exactly the same way you would a normal top coat. I kind of go in with the floating motion when I'm using any kind of effects top coat, just so that everything's nice and even. But because the particles are nice and fine, you can easily go in with a quite a thin layer of this. You don't have to apply it thickly or anything, and the particles are set in a super clear transparent base, so you get that beautiful high shine coming through. So this is what it looks like without the reflective effect, which it still looks super pretty. It's a really nice subtle glitter, but then when you have the flashlight with those reflective particles, It just looks amazing. I absolutely love it. So I thought I would come in and top coat. I keep thinking it was swatching. Top coat the next three shades so that you can see what it looks like. I have to say it applied really nice and easily. When I first received this, like I said, I tried it on my own nails over Nudini and it wore really well as well. It wears as good as any of the regular Kiki London top coats. I had no chipping issues or any peeling issues, anything like that. It wore exactly the same as all the other Kiki top coats that I use. I know sometimes people can be a bit wary of glitter top coats, that they can at times be prone to chipping, but I didn't have any of that problem with this one. Now this is going to complement the reflective collection beautifully. Obviously there are 6 shades available in the reflective collection, but this, having a reflective top coat, means that you can make any of your colours reflective, which is just brilliant, because I know a lot of you have a huge Kiki collection, so rather than having to add separate reflective gel polish colours to that, this is just a great alternative. So as you can see, I've swatched it over all 5 of those shades, and then we've popped it in for a 60-second cure. So it does require a 60-second cure in an LED lamp. As you can see, I'm using the Kiki London Deluxe 96 watt lamp. And this is the finished result once they were cured. Look at those sparkles. I absolutely love them. Obviously, the colours I've gone for are giving off quite wintry, late autumn wintry vibes, which we're going into that season, but you could pop this over any colour. Let me know in the comments below which colour you are excited to try this over. So of course I wanted to show you guys applying it on my own nails so you can see how well it applies, and then you can see it over the new Green Envy as well. So I have already prepped and applied my base coat. I went in with RB18, which is a really nice natural milky pink nude shade. So I've done all of my prep and applied my base coat. If you would like to see that, I will leave a video linked in the description box below, as we've covered base coat application and prep in quite a few previous videos. So then I'm going to come in and apply Green Envy. So like I said, this is one of the new shades from the autumn 2024 collection. If you haven't already checked out the swatch video for that, I will leave that linked in the description box as well. So I'm going to apply a thin first coat. As you can see, it is very highly pigmented, so even in one coat there is so much pigmentation to this color, and this green is so popular right now. Of course, we're going into Christmas, but this green has been needed in the Kiki collection. It's been wanted for so long, so of course it's very, very popular. I wanted to go in for a bit of a Christmassy vibe, and I felt as though the glitters are going to give that off anyway, but then paired with a green, it's the ultimate Christmas look. So I'm applying a thin coat, and as you can see, I go in with my bottle brush. I get as close to the skin and cuticle with that bottle brush, but then I always have my stripe liner brush to hand so that I can get really close to that cuticle line and also get a nice, neat, rounded application. And as well as I'm coming down the sidewalls, I'll use that for that as well. So I always have my stripe liner brush to hand. I have quite small nail beds, so I've always struggled getting a really neat cuticle application when I'm just using a bottle brush. So their stripe liner brush is great for that. And then I feel as though you can just have the ultimate control over your gel polish at that cuticle area. So it's great if you're a beginner as well, and maybe you're struggling to get a nice neat cuticle line. Once I have applied my first coat of this to all of the nails, I did pop them in for a 30-second cure. I did my thumb separately, as I did create a reel for my thumb, so I didn't include doing the thumbnail in this video, but of course application is the same. So this is the first coat, and just how gorgeous is this green? It's that really classic primary green, I feel. So it does require a 30-second cure, so we've cured that for 30 seconds, and then we're going to go in and do a quick second coat. I'm applying my second coat the same as the first coat, keeping it nice and thin. I don't always go in at the cuticle area with the stripe liner brush on the second coat. I feel as though when I go in with the stripe liner brush on the first coat, a lot of the time it gives off enough pigmentation right up at that cuticle line that I don't need to go in and do it on the second coat, but sometimes I will, or on certain nails I will. You kind of will be able to tell when you're physically looking at the nails. But I'm keeping the coats nice and thin because these colours are very highly pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. And as you can see, I always wipe off one side of my brush. So one side of the brush is completely free pretty much of gel polish, and then I half wipe off the other side so that I'm not going onto that nail with too much gel polish. This gives you a lot more control over the product as well. I just want to go in with a small amount, especially when I'm working on a super small nail like my little finger. My natural nails are usually kept quite short, and like I said, I've got small nail beds. I always fix up my little finger with my stripe liner brush because of how teeny tiny the nail bed is. So this is where I'm going to come in and touch up any areas that do need it on the cuticle areas as well. If you are doing your second coat on short nails, you can come in and cap the free edge using your strap liner brush as well. If it's a little bit tricky to cap the free edge using the bottle brush, you can do that with the strap liner too. Now that we've got our second coat of colour done and cured, we're then ready to come in with that new reflective gel top coat and add on the sparkles. I just have to say, I absolutely loved how this looked over Green Envy. It just was really, really pretty. So I'm going to come in and apply a thin coat of this to the entire nail. So as you can see, I'm taking that bottle brush and I'm getting as close to the cuticle as possible. If you don't, I always find it's a little bit easier to get nice and close with my top coat compared to my colour coat. I don't know what it is, but again, if you do feel as though you're struggling to get really close to the cuticle area, you can use your strap liner brush for this step as well. It will work the same with your top coat as it will your colour coats. But as you can see, I'm trying to not take too much product on my brush because we're only working on short nails. I am going to go over the nail a few times whilst it's wet to even everything out and make sure that those glitter particles are distributed evenly, which was really easy to do because of how fine the sparkles are. So you can see I'm wiping off my brush same as I did with the colour coat so that you're not taking too much product on the nail. It's always handy as well to point the nail downwards so that none of those products are going to flow back and flood the cuticle area. And then this looks so pretty because it's silver. I feel as though it's going to match every colour. I feel as though it would be nice to have this maybe in a gold as well, but it looks really, really pretty in the silver. Again, with your top coat, you want to cap the free edge, so I was just being really careful doing this because with the bottle brush, because my nails are quite short, but capping the free edge helps minimize any chipping issues and things like that, especially if you've got clients that are quite hard on their nails. So I always come in and will cap the free edge just using the bottle brush, just by simply running a very small amount along the very tip of the nail. You want to be careful you're not doing this too thickly, especially when you're working with glitter top coats. So I then popped this in to cure for 60 seconds, and this is what the finished result looked like. Just look how beautiful those sparkles are. Do let me know in the comments below if you are going to be trying this out. I'm really tempted to try this reflective top coat out over the reflective glitter range just for some ultimate reflective vibes. And like I said, I definitely will be trying it over some other glitter colors as well, so I'll try and include that in a video. If there's any particular videos you would like to see, do pop them in the comments below and I will give them a go. So I was playing around with lighting here, trying to show you how the reflective look looks under different lights. So I was just dimming and brightening my light just to sort of show you guys. I really, really loved how this looked. It's super, super pretty and gives off all the festive vibes when paired with your favorite Christmas colors. So this is available on the Kiki London website now, which is always linked in the description box below, so do check that out. If you have any questions on the products or if you need any help, pop them in the comments below and I'm always happy to help. I have left a few pictures. So I've left some pictures of the swatches over the colours and then a few pictures of my own nails as well. This paired up beautifully with my Christmas tree, so I had to get a little photo with my Christmas tree in the background there. So I've included that one as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment below, and if you're not already subscribed to the Kiki London channel, then do hit that subscription button so that you never miss a video. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.